Mwahahaha. Hey everybody, welcome to How to Get the Most Halloween Candy Part 3! 3! Yeah, I'm doing this for the first day of 13 Legendary Days of Horror, or whatever the hell it's called. And I am sorry that it is actually the 20th, and it's not the 19th like I promised it would start on. But I had video problems. I kept trying to make this one video, but the stuff wouldn't work, and it wouldn't record the audio, or it'd be all messed up, and I couldn't get the stuff, and then it was late, and then I was busy, and then I couldn't get this done, and then I didn't have time to prepare, and then I did blah, 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 you get the point. So basically, I'm doing this for the first day, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get right into the tips and tricks. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, so I know this says how to get the most Halloween candy on Halloween, but here's something you can do the day after Halloween. So, you know how stores, they buy lots of candy for Halloween because, you know, kids love candy. I love candy. But a day after Halloween, no one's going to buy any more of the Halloween candy. And it's all going to be on sale. So, you know what you can do? You can go down to your local store and you can buy a fuck ton of that candy. Sorry for the swearing. Tip number 2. Okay, so this really depends on what your neighborhood is like. But if you have a basic, you know, suburban neighborhood like me, even though I don't live in the suburbs, basically, you know, you have the one block of houses and another block of houses and another block of houses, and they're in separate blocks and stuff. But if you don't, it's still a good thing to know. So basically, my strategy is I go in a loop-de-loop. I start on one block, I go around, and I get all the houses like that. Do you get what I mean? I mean, it's kind of complicated to understand, but basically, you start at one end of the block, you go down, get all those houses, go to the other side of the block, get all those houses, go around that block, get all those houses behind those houses, get around, go all those, and just so on and so forth. And I think it's a good way because you get, like, maximum amount of candy, and you don't have to, like, zigzag back and forth and do all these crazy routes. And if you can't do that, I mentioned this in a previous Halloween candy video, but just plan a route and understand how you can get more places the fastest. Just go fast. Tip number 3. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. See, they're not answering. And if you're going trick-or-treating, and you go up to a house, and they don't answer within a certain amount of time, you gotta leave that house. Even if they've got candy, it's probably not that good candy, so you just want to leave. You gotta go fast. You can get more candy in that time, but if they take 5 minutes to answer, like, oh, here's your candy. Okay, well, I mean, if it's an old person, you can probably stay, but if it's, like, just some, like, it just annoys me when people take forever to, you know, answer the door and give out candy. I know, you know, that people aren't perfect. They take time. But if it takes a really long amount of time, just go. Because it's probably not worth it. And you'll be able to get more candy in the long run. Because you'll be going faster in the loop-de-loop or however you want to do it. But yeah, that's tip number 3. Set a time limit for each house. Tip number 4. Be careful. I know this sounds like the cliche parent thing or grandparent thing, like, oh, be careful, you're so precious. But, I mean, they're right. You want to be careful. You're not going to be able to eat all your Halloween candy if you're dead. So what you got to do is you got to just be careful. Don't, like, I know I'm telling you to go fast, but be careful when you're running, and be careful when you're crossing the streets. But you really don't want to be in a hospital on Halloween, trust me. I think I've done that. No, that was Christmas. That's a story for another day. But just be careful. If someone asks you to come into their house, don't go into their house. They're probably a murderer. But yeah, because you're not going to, like, get as much candy if you keep falling down or getting hit by cars or getting murdered by people. So really just be careful. But not too careful. Because if you're too careful, you're not going to get enough candy. Just have caution in mind. Tip number 5. The final tip. Okay, so adding on to that last one, if someone invites you to come into their house, even if they're not a murderer, or if they have like a haunted house event, like, oh, you want to see my haunted house, or you want to see this event, or there's like big events going on, like storytelling, whatever. Just don't go to those, because they take too much time. You don't want to linger. You want to get candy. Even if they do get you candy, it's going to take forever. Just like, hey, can I have the candy? I really need to get going. And they're like, oh, okay, here you go. Yeah, avoid events, basically. Because, I mean, unless you really want to go because it's cool, I understand. But if you really want the maximum amount of candy, you gotta go fast, like I've been saying. So just don't go to big events. I mean, you can go to them like before Halloween or like Halloween parties and stuff. But if you want candy, don't, because you're not gonna get enough candy then. It's my last year going trick or treating because I'm 14 now and I look old. I have like a mustache and eyebrows. I've always had eyebrows. But, this is my last year, so I've got to maximize the candy I'm getting. And, yeah, this is the first year where I haven't actually been in my Halloween costume. I know it's the 20th. I just don't have a costume yet. And I'm gonna try to be like a werewolf for Halloween. So I gotta get that together in like 10 days. Or 11 days. So let's hope I can get that done. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to check out the other two How to Get the Most Halloween Candy videos, the one from 2015 and the one from 2016, click right here. Or I think they'll pop up here and here or something. But basically, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Comment if you have any tips, and maybe I'll include them in next year's video. But yeah, and stay tuned for the next episode of 13 Legendary Days of Horror, because it's going to be a good one, or a bad one, I don't know. I'm still planning some of them. Yeah, see you guys later.